Hey there, whippersnappers, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft on the Farside server. Today's going to be a bit of an update episode because I've been doing a little bit of work out here at the new base, and so I wanted to kind of show you guys what's been going on, and then we're going to start preparing for another project that we're going to be working on out here. But you guys will see my little farm is, well, it's not really like gone so much as it's just been repurposed. I started, I captured a couple of villagers, you guys will remember, and then I took a bunch over, or both of them over to clusters, gave them to him for his iron golem farm, and then I captured two more. I don't remember if I did that, or if you guys have seen that or not, but you might have seen in last episode there were some villagers here. And so, since last episode, I've started up a villager breeding farm. Finally got a couple of brown coats together, which took a very, very long time. So I built up this little farm here. It's been going really well. Let's see, we've got 6 up here, and I've been transporting them down because the way the villager breeding works, you either have to move them like 16 or 32 blocks away vertically, or I'm gonna turn that down for a second, or you've got to transfer them, or I'm sorry, 16 or 32 blocks horizontally, or you know, a certain number of blocks vertically. And if you go just like down, oh good, he didn't get out. If you go like 5 blocks down, then they're out of the radius and they'll continue to breed. So I think I've got enough doors for like 12 villagers up there, 12 or 13 depending on how it works out. I've transferred all of the non-brown coats down here because I'd have to trade with these guys to get them to breed. And so I've got the brown coats breeding up there. It's been very slow, but they've been doing a bit of breeding, so that's worked out. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you know, a dozen or more down here, plus the 6 up there. So things are going along very nicely. I'm gonna get my own iron golem farm going here. I said I might be mooching off of clusters, but I really think it'd be better since I'm gonna be around here doing a lot of work. I've got a bunch of big projects planned for out here. I'm gonna just set up my own, and I think we might work on that next episode. And I first gotta decide what I'm gonna do with it. But so we're not gonna do that just yet. So I've got these filling up though. Got to get a ton of villagers for that to work, I think. I really have never done one of those before, so I'm kind of just breeding like crazy right now, and then I'll decide what to do with it. I've got those guys are directly under here, so these guys are hard to push sometimes. Like I was trying to push them down the hole here. Right now there's water there to hydrate the crops, but trying to push people down the hole, they run. They don't like getting pushed. So I set up these rails eventually to get them in the middle. But yeah, so this is going really well. It's a bigger pen than like Cluster's got over at his place, so I've been getting a decent amount of breeding done with it. But yeah, so I set up my beacon. I've got haste 2 right now because, man, Cluster, if you guys hadn't seen last week's episode, go back and watch it. It was pretty funny. Cluster pranked us, and he covered up completely, like quadruple encased our portal, and then encased our house all in obsidian. And so I had the nether star. I ended up making a beacon and getting this set up. I had just enough materials. I think I've got like 6 blocks of iron left in my ender chest. Other than that, everything is here that I own. I didn't bother blocking up the diamonds. I've only got like 20 diamonds anyway, so that would have been like 2 blocks. It wouldn't have been worth it. So, whew, pretty much everything I own is right here, and I set the haste 2 to get rid of all that obsidian. But today, we're going to start getting ready for. Okay, I was worried that was gonna not work. Okay, so we're gonna start getting ready for a new project here. So I'm gonna move this. This more open-y area over here, it's pretty open already, but I've got a pretty big build planned. I'm doing my first like castle fortressy kind of place, It's not really like a, well, I don't know. It's a castle kind of fortressy place, but it's pretty big. It's got a pretty big footprint. So I need to clear out do some terraforming over here, as well as clear out all those trees and everything. So I figure we'll move this beacon over there, get it set up in the middle of that kind of place. I've already got it all lit up because I'm really paranoid about getting this all set up and then having like a creeper wander by and be like, oh, look at that, and just blow it up and be like, no, everything I own. Oh, I'm so paranoid. But yeah, so that's definitely going to happen at some point. But we're going to take this over. Might even grab some of that obsidian and encase it, I guess, if it ends like it looks like it's going to be a real problem. But I've got it pretty well lit up, so I'm thinking we'll probably be okay. But let's collect all of our resources here, and then we'll head back over to that place. Oh man, I buried it up too, darn it. Didn't think about that when I was putting it down, that I was going to be trying to tear it all back up again. Oop, no, I need that. I need this. Here we go. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited about, I've got a couple, like I mentioned back when we did the Hobbit hole, I've got a couple of builds planned that are much bigger than like I typically do. Sorry, I had to turn it down real quick. You know, even the Hobbit holes, it's not a huge build, but it's bigger than like anything I really did in my single player. I don't know if any of you guys are still watching, or if you've gone back and watched that or anything like that, but I had some cool builds in there that I liked, but nothing really like huge. And I've got several planned that are going to be much bigger upcoming out here in our new base, so I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, it's kind of an undertaking. I mean, all the time spent planning it and tweaking, and it's so much easier to plan and tweak little builds because like there's not as much to them, obviously. It's hard, man, to... Alright, well, I'll re-terraform this area in a bit, but, the sun's setting, it looks like. So let's just jump into bed real quick, and then we'll head over to, the other side of the bridge. Yes. Oh, come on. I can see the sun's behind the hill. It's setting. Get a little darker. I brought some dogs over. These two came over from the Hobbit hole. They were chilling out front. I left 2 dogs over there, brought 2 over here, so we can do some breeding and stuff. I already got a little puppy going, and I'll do some more breeding eventually. But there we go. I think that equals night. I can see the stars a little clearer. Let's jump into bed. There we are. Very nice. I've been AFKing online most of the day. I went to work and left it AFKing, and now I'm back, and we are gonna do a little bit of recording because you guys will be seeing this on like Friday, May something or another, 24th, 25th maybe. What's today? The 16th. That was the 20. I don't know. Math is hard. But I'm gonna be gone that whole week. For work. I'm traveling to some of our other offices across the country and going to be there all week, so I'm not going to have any opportunity to record anything. So I've been working the last couple of days I did a bunch of Little Cup Showdown stuff. Everything you've seen this week has been everything you've seen this week. The entirety of it has been what are the words? Pre-recorded. Wow. Pre-recorded. So yeah, been working on that the last couple of days, just trying to get everything set up so that I can go away and you guys will still get content. But let's clear out a couple of these trees. But yeah, so oh my gosh, what was I saying? It's been a long week, guys. I tell you what, I normally don't do Minecraft on Fridays, or at least that was weird. You see that? These ferns turned into sunflowers. Very weird. Okay. Alright, so we need... Oh, crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. let's assume it's right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, is that gonna be... No, it is not. That's not gonna be enough. Alright, but let's get it filled in and then I'll expand it. So I want the 4 level 1 because I want to be able to get haste 2, and I do have just enough for it. Okay, so let me just double check that this won't be enough. Yeah, no, because this is going to be the... Yep, alright. That works. Okay, so let's do this. We'll put the gold on top here. Okay, gonna get the beacon down. I'm gonna save my materials for the moment. Let's do... But yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed the stuff that went out this week. I apologize if we did get votes in for more battles and things like that. That probably not gonna happen. I put an extra battle up on Monday just so that you guys would have, you know, a little something extra, but unfortunately couldn't account for all of our potential windfalls with likes there. So yeah. But anyway, so I've got some really cool things I'm pretty excited about out here. I haven't done a ton of big builds like I was saying in the past. Mainly just smaller, more detailed builds. So it takes a lot longer to get a build together when it's, you know, massive. And this one, you guys can see I've tried like outlining the footprint I've got to clear out in pumpkins, and it's 80 by 80. It's a big... It's a big freaking build, and so like this is going to, so this is 80 by 80, and I feel like that's pretty big. And whereas like, oh man, what was it? The stable's the other bigger build I've planned for the server here, and man, that one's only like 20 by 30 or something. I mean, that felt like a huge build. And then I've kind of been planning this one. Well, I've been planning this one for a long time, but it's finally at a place where I can do it, and so that's it's exciting to finally get in here with it. Okay, so let's get some torches up just to make sure nothing's gonna go on. Let's get brought my emerald. Oh no, am I gonna have to? Wrong. This is right. There we go. Haste 2. Okay. That was weird. The game was lagging or something there. Okay. So we should be getting haste 2 again? Yes. Alrighty. But yeah, so this area, the big 80 by 80 area, I'm gonna have to, if we take a look, so I've left some of the, I'm going to plan on leaving some of the natural hills around here, like this back hill and this side hill are going to be left pretty much alone. So I've kind of got this natural corner over here, which is going to be fine, but that means I've got to clear out a lot this way because what we were, like this is 50 blocks or something here, 60, 70, 80, I put one every 10 blocks, so I'm gonna have to clear out this whole hill here, and I'm gonna do that mostly entirely off camera. I think I'll just buckle down and put a movie on or something and haste all this stuff away. I think, if I remember correctly, yeah, that seems faster. So I think haste works on pretty much all tools except for swords, I guess. So I should be able to quickly clear out the trees, and the mountain and all that. It took a long time, even in creative, because like around April Fool's Day, they released. Well, they didn't release. Zangief put up a world download for people because Soren wanted one. He did an April Fool's prank where he blew up Spawn or whatever, and he obviously did that in a single player world or whatever that he had created, using the map that Zangief gave us. And so I downloaded it as well at that time, and so I've been playing around in that, planning these things, because it's one thing to plan in like a super flat world when you're doing creative, but it's a whole nother thing to like get in there with the terrain and figure out what's actually going to work, because super flat, you've got no geography restrictions or anything like that. So yeah, so I've been in here and I cleared out the whole space. Obviously I used like infinite TNT and stuff to use it, and I probably will end up talking to Cluster off camera or something, and getting some TNT from him, and maybe if I can get it figured out. I've never really used a whole lot of TNT in just like general. Like I've never. I mean, I've used TNT obviously, but not for like excavating and stuff. Not like you watch Etho or these other guys, and he just sets up an entire biome with TNT and then sets the thing off, and it's just like, whoa. He cleared out the entire place. If I can figure out how to get a decent chain going to like clear out this whole section here, maybe we'll do that, and we can start next episode blowing that up or something. I guess it depends on how much TNT I can get from Cluster, because he's got the witch farm, so he's got pretty much the biggest stockpile of gunpowder on the server at the moment. So probably we'll have to grovel to him, or pay him, or just steal it, I guess, since I gave him those villagers. I guess we haven't really established what the payback for that will be, so but yeah, so we got a lot of fun builds coming up. Again, this is mainly just an update thing. I wanted to show you guys what I've been doing out here, kind of let you know what's coming. We're going to be building the castle here once I get this cleared out. I'm going to be building an iron golem farm, and I've got an auto cooker for animals and stuff I've got planned, and some other fun stuff. So also the stable at spawn. So I mean, a lot of cool stuff coming up, as well as I've got a couple of ideas for some new pranks, but I'm gonna let those kind of fester for a bit, because we've just done 2 episodes in a row, I think, the last 2 weeks. On pranks. We pranked Addy with Conniva, and then we had the reaction video to Cluster's prank. So yeah, we're gonna take a bit of a break from pranking for the moment, and then we'll hit people back with a vengeance. But yeah. So I hope you guys are excited as I am. I'm really excited. I really like the build I've got planned for out here. And obviously it's hard for you guys to get excited, but I've been planning this fortress since before I even got on the Farside server. It's just kind of been something I've always kind of had in the back of my mind that I wanted to do, but I've never really had like a reason to. Like, it's so hard in like single player stuff to do really awesome things, especially in survival, because it's such a pain to do things in survival, and like if there's nobody else around to like admire it. Like I can show you guys and everything, but like especially with some other the spawn builds and stuff, people actually get use out of those, so it's worth doing. So I've got some ideas that I've kind of been saving for a long time that are going to be coming out soon. So that's very cool. I'm very excited, and hopefully you guys will be too when you start seeing it. It's just they're just cool overall, I think. And I'm not like a master builder, but I of all the things that Minecraft has to offer, I think that's probably the one I'm best at. So, not sure what that says exactly, but, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to just continue to clear out these trees and stuff. Sorry, not a whole lot of exciting stuff went on, but next time we'll be building something cool. We'll either get started on the castle. That's probably going to be a multi-episode thing. Or we'll at least get started on it, and I'll kind of show you where we're going with it, and then I'll build it off camera and just kind of bring you guys in for updates, or something like that. Or we'll start on the iron golem farm. I gotta figure out exactly where I want to put it. I don't know if I want to put it like right there, or somewhere else. I've got so much land around here. I've just got to figure out a good place, to center things around. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like, and I will see you guys next time. Alrighty guys, as always, I've been Tortoise the Grain. You guys have been great. Have a good one.